Hola.
Hola.
What are you doing there?
Making a cake.
What's that for?
Halfway day celebrations.
0.5 day.
Yes. We don't have any candles, so we're gonna have to improvise on something.
Will those Christmas lights work?
Yeah.
Oh, because they're solar panel.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll try them.
After the bad weather left us, we were in sort of a bit of a dead patch, I guess. So we got to hoist the new asymmetrical spinnaker for the first time. We were all very excited, especially Riley. He was like a kid at Christmas.
How good is this? Yeah! Oh my god. Happy Cap? Ironed out a few little dramas early and we are absolutely flying along.
We were all out the back admiring how beautiful the new spinnaker was and the pretty colours, and out of nowhere we heard this almighty snap and the spinnaker halliard actually broke and the whole sail just timber into the ocean, and it was a bit of a race to pull it back on board before it filled with water. The asymmetrical's gone in the water, so we're going to drag it inside out of the wind and put it back in the cover before we fly away to Brazil. There is a very big anaconda in the galley today. A very wet anaconda, there's water everywhere.
But what can you do?
At least it wasn't your bowline. That's a good sign.
Oh, you are very cheeky, aren't you? So now we're going to exchange that halliard there, which is dodgy Turkish rope, I don't know how much we paid for that, to swap over to the mainsail halliard. So I have to take it from where it is on the mainsail, take it all the way up to the top of the mast and thread it through the mast out the front, tie myself off up the top, then take this off the mainsail halliard and thread that through to the front of the mast, then tie myself back up, then untie myself from the secondary line, then drop back down, and then we can use this for the asymmetrical spinnaker. So it's quite an operation.
Simple, really.
Lucky it's nice and calm.
Had a good day today.
No, we didn't. The spinnaker fell off.
Well, we tried to hoist the spinnaker and
It's a beautiful night and we had some awesome crumbed dorado. Here, let me get this under here.
How you going, mate?
good.
Kiss it, what are you doing?
I was gonna kiss
That's
it.
disgusting.
Bye bye, fish. This has been my favourite morning yet of steering out here by my lonesome, listening to Boy and Bear. The moon's just disappearing over there and the sun is just about to come up over here.
Shush, Jack!
So what are you up to in the morning, at 3 in the morning?
I was trying to figure out whether or not heading slightly off course was better if it meant that you're going faster, and I think that's the case. I got out my little pen and my piece of paper here, and I think that if you head roughly 20 degrees off course, and you're doing 5 knots, that in a day you're only going to do an extra 8 miles. So that may or may not be the case. It'd be good if someone could let me know. Last night I was out here and I had the head sail sheet come around this, and this just gave way. So the winch is knackered. So Jack, who's a bit of a guru with bearings and whatnot, is going to pull it apart. We're we're going to have a look at it. I serviced all, out of the 4 winches, I serviced 3, not this one because it sounded perfect, but there you go, eh?
So we've got the port side sheet actually coming here onto this winch.
So I chucked a block there, so it's coming through here up onto one of the forward winches, and the towel to stop it from rubbing on here.
Cool.
Not super cool, but we'll get there.
So what do you think's happened?
We're hoping it's just to pull apart and clean and put back together and maybe it works, but...
Hell. Careful!
Maybe we just use it like that.
That was the way to... Wait, is that low gear?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the way that... Oh, because, you know why? That bearing's not moving there. See that? That bearing is moving now. Now go the other way.
Yeah.
That's a solid thing, so it's that bearing.
Okay. So we can just use it in low gear and it'll be fine.
Well, the bearing in this bottom part's stuck, and to get to it we have to pull the whole thing apart. We can use it in the low gear, we think, so we'll try and just use the low gear for now. If that doesn't work, we'll have to pull the whole thing apart.
Alright. Would you say your bicycle mechanic skills have finally come in handy now? So we're laying on the bow, watching the sunset. The moon's full.
Get you sheets.
And we are...
Solar showers. Oh, here it is.
We are... What?
Meal plan.
3 days from... 3 days from arriving to Tortola. So we're all very excited and we're reading a list of things we're going to do when we get there. Jack?
I'm going to drink a beer, I reckon.
Drink a beer?
Yeah, be keen for a beer.
Early hours in the morning we'd get some, like a squall that would come by with 30 to 40 knot winds and pouring rain. So we chose not to put the whisker pole out overnight, which is just the pole that runs from the mast to the sail, keeps it out. So the only problem we had with this was when we had the autopilot on and we'd surf down a wave, we'd usually swing, well depending what side the sail's on, but in this case we'd swing this way down the wave and then autopilot would overcorrect itself and swing our back end this way. So now the wind's actually coming from here and it would catch on the sail and swing it over to the other side. And if we weren't quick enough to dash to the helm and correct ourselves, it would accidentally drive us. So that's about the only inconvenience that we had, but apart from that, all was well.
There's supposed to be a lighthouse on an island just south of here. It'll be the first sort of landmark that we've made. We're just about there, like we're just about across the Atlantic, and it's called Sombrero Island. There it is there, just south of our little red mark up the top there. There's Sombrero Island, but I cannot see the light flashing outside. The light's supposed to flash, it's supposed to be up to 17 miles away, and it's supposed to flash every 10 seconds, but I cannot see it. So I just hope that the GPSs are right and that we're in the right spot. Yeah, I got 2 separate ones, but
It's 4:30 in the morning on my last night shift on the Vagabonde. I'll be in Tortola tomorrow and I'll be off the boat a couple of days after that. I will have been on board for about 58 days. Yeah, although they weren't like this, I'll make them put it in. And I just wanted to say thanks to Riley and Elayna for having me on board. It's been a pretty amazing experience and their hospitality's been great. So yeah, if anybody ever gets the chance to go on the Vagabonde or on any yacht, I would say do it. It's a pretty cool experience. Righto, cheers.
We made it! Look at that rock! It's a beautiful rock!
that's there's a wreck just over there called Vagabonde.
Yeah. I think that's a welcome sign from...
That's a good omen.
Okay, today's the day that Jack leaves us. And we're all very sad. Nah, cheers Jack for your help.
Thanks for having me.
You've
No
been an
worries.
absolute star, mate. Appreciate it.
No worries. I was leaving in a couple of days anyway, and these other Aussies have a boat around somewhere, so I'm jumping on with them and bombing
Nah, we're
around,
kicking him off.
bombing around.
We
the
don't
Beaver
like him
Heights for a
anymore.
bit.
Cheers for your help putting that winch back together as well, mate. That was really good.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta go.
Pulled it apart. Pulled it apart.
Well, good luck, mate. We'll see ya when we see ya.
See ya.
Bye bye. So the Atlantic crossing, what do you think?
Well, it was fairly easy, I suppose. It's easy for us to say that now that we're here, but I was saying to Mum before I was leaving, because she was stressing out a bit, thousands of boats do it every year, big, small, you know, a lot smaller than us get across.
Experienced and not experienced.
Yeah, and we didn't know. We are still learning, and we got across fairly easy. It's you know, it's just not that big of a deal, really. It's really good fun.
It was.
Yeah.
It was overall it was a good experience. I liked being alone out there. Well, I guess I wasn't entirely alone, but some mornings when I was on watch, steering by myself, and it's a good feeling, I think.
Got to